Hello comrades, Commissar Bro here today with Legacy of Dorn, Herald of Oblivion by Tin Man Games. That's right, this is a vast choice-based digital game book set within the Warhammer 40,000 universe where you play as a space marine named Brother Nabor, more specifically of the Imperial Fist chapter. That's right, hence the Legacy of Dorn part, right? Right. So, to start out, I want to point out a mistake or an issue I've already had with this game just going out. You can tell that it's clearly a port from mobile devices, which to me would not be that big of a deal, but there's some clicking issues, like sometimes it seems like the mouse isn't detecting on certain objects. So I tried to pick easy, and now I'm playing on the hardest difficulty there is. Phenomenal! So we're going to try to make this work, and without further ado, let's try to get through this entire block of text within a reasonable amount of time. The Hulk is so vast that the mighty Adeptus Astartes strike cruiser is as a buzzing needlefly to a Grox in comparison. For those of you who don't know anything about the Warhammer 40,000 universe, you have no idea what I just said. The Hulk is big. It's really, really big. Like some errant planetoid, the warp-spawned conglomeration of ancient wrecks and stellar debris blocks out of the starfields for tens of kilometers in every direction. It is an ominous presence drifting throughout the void at the periphery of the Sargon system, a lurking threat with all the menace of a dead-eyed ocean predator. Rightly was it named Herald of Oblivion by the Italian men of the Ordo Xenos, for who knows what savage orc hordes or gene-stealer broods lie hidden within its labyrinthine depths, waiting for the derelict to come within range of a fecund Imperial star system or potential prize world. The shadowy masters of the Ordo Xenos have known of the Hulk's existence since it was first encountered by a rogue trader fleet within an outlying system in the Segmentum Obscura. But it is only now, not many Earth Standard months shy of 200 years later, that the Herald of Oblivion has been vomited back into the material universe at this time and in this place, thanks to the capricious tides of the warp and the fickle schemes of fate. Interesting. So it was that the Imperial Fist strike cruiser Shield of Dorn, the closest Adeptus Astartes vessel within 6 weeks warp travel of the Sargon system, was dispatched to assess the threat the Space Hulk posed to the Imperium and act accordingly. There are no commas here at all. Smoke and incense fogged the stale air of the chamber as a gaggle of solemnly chanting tech adepts tend to a host of arcane mechanisms. This is so hard to read. Under the watchful gaze of Tech Marine Brother Clavis. By the way, I know a lot of you are probably like, you are so fucking annoying, shut the hell up. But baby, I love you and you gonna listen. Comes the sergeant's voice through your helmet comm. We have been tasked with cleansing the derelict of any Xenos presence in preparation for the insertion of Inquisition search teams. And so now, let us prepare for teleportation. One by one, the battle brothers of Squad Scipio mount the dies and take their positions within the teleportarium. The first to join Sergeant Valerius is Brother Barathon, carrying the heavy flamer gripped in his hands as casually as if it were nothing more than a las pistol. He is also the bearer of a number of sanctified plasma bombs, after all. None of you really know what you might run into aboard the derelict. I clearly don't understand the English language. Barathon is followed by Brother Kale. That is such a common name in this universe. The lightning claws he has the honor of taking into battle are treasured relics of your chapter. They cackle with barely contained esoteric energies as he flexes the long blade fingers of the venerated artifacts. Next to take his place is Brother Ordis. He is a temporary addition to the squad, and since he is an apothecary, does not wear Terminator armor. See, that's just weird. See, and since he is an apothecary, does not wear Terminator armor, like the rest of you. Indeed. Instead, he bears the sacred tools of the apothecarian, all contained within his Narthecium. Again, I apologize. If you are not a Warhammer fan, none of this fucking makes sense to you. So basically, let me just get straight to the point. We are boarding a ship getting ready to go on a Space Hulk, which is a floating thing, like it's a ship that's been destroyed and got caught in the warp and the crew's dead and all this shit. Now it's been thrown back out of the warp, and we are about to go on this ship to recover various old technologies that we can to see if there's anything of value on this Space Hulk. That is exactly what we're doing. So yes. Anyway, as the most recently inducted member of Squad Scipio, you are the last to mount the teleportarium dies. Sergeant Valerius turns to the tech marine marshalling the servitors and tech adepts monitoring the enigmatic machine's many controls. Squad Scipio, ready to teleport, he says, his commanding tones emanating from the external voxcasters in his Terminator armor. Confirmed, Brother Clavis replies, his voice exhibiting emotionless machine-like cadences, while the great servo arm attached to his back twitches nervously. At some unvoiced order that only the tech adepts pick up on, Brother Clavis's minions carry out a sequence of well-rehearsed maneuvers at the arcade controls before them. A deep humming sound fills the air, vibrating the teleportation plate on which you are standing. The vibration travels up through your osmodular hardened leg bones, settling in the pit of your stomach. At the same time, tendrils of crackling energy crawl over the emitter array above your head. Brother Sergeant, the resonating voice carries across the teleportarium chamber over the rising hum of the emitter. Room for one more? Epostulary Radamus, Valerius says, acknowledging the new arrival with a deferential bow of his head. You honor us with your presence. The librarian is an imposing sight indeed, standing out even amongst a party of Terminators of the chapter's first company. Wear your tactical dreadnought armor, and that of your brethren is the sunfire yellow of molten gold. The primary color of the librarian's armor is the deep-hued crystalline blue of lapis lazuli. He does not wear a helmet. Instead, his head, with its patrician features, close-cropped white beard, and dual service studs, denoting more than 2 centuries of devoted service to the Imperium, is framed by the ceramite and crystalline lattice structure of a psychic hood. This arcane device helps to focus the librarian's formidable powers whilst at the same time protecting its wearer from the attacks of enemy psychers. Basically, a librarian is like a dude who can use psychic powers and, like, it's crazy, super warped stuff, right? I'm not going to go into a whole history here. On his left arm, Radamus bears a storm shield that in turn bears the clenched fist symbol of your chapter. In his right hand, he carries a mighty hammer. The Epostulary can channel his devastating psychic powers through this weapon, redoubling its already deadly ability to injure the enemies of the Imperium. What troubles you, Epostulary? Valerius asked, unsettled by the librarian's abrupt appearance. Your sense of perturbation in the warp. You sense a perturbation in the warp. Yeah, that's much better. A shadow moves upon the face of the sea of souls. Something insinuating itself into my subconscious. Listen to that alliteration! Whispers from the warp, the voices of ghosts and demons, utterances of prophecy and blasphemy, both. The end times are near. A prophecy, Valerius almost gasps, about our undertaking. Indeed, Brother Sergeant, something sinister is at work here. What do you mean, Brother Librarian? Apothecary Ordis asked, intrigued, rather anxious. I cannot tell you any more than that, the Epostulary says, his eyes backlit by an eerie luminescence. Only that fate has plans for you. You suddenly feel the librarian's gaze alight upon you. Kale flexes his lightning claws, the simple action heavy with menace. If it is something I can kill, just show me the way, brother. Radamus takes a step towards the teleportarium platform. I wish to accompany you to the derelict. In Dorn's name, you would be most welcome, Sergeant Valerius says, bowing his head once more. Let us hope so, the Epostulary says darkly. As Brother Librarian Radamus joins your party on the beaming plate, Sergeant Valerius raises his power sword in a time-honored martial salute. Primarch Progenitor, he declares, his words echoing from the metal walls of the sanctified chamber. To your glory. You and your battle brothers answer as one with the traditional response, and the glory of him on earth. Commencing teleportation sequence in the name of the Omnisire. Brother Clavis intones. The rising hum of the arcane device filling the chamber grows in intensity, as does the monotonous chanting of the tech adepts. You feel a strange tingling deep within your bones as the inscrutable machine begins to disassemble your body, your armor, and your implants one at a time. Piece by piece, molecule by molecule, atom by... I think we get it. Atom by atom. Yes, okay. A juddery crash suddenly shakes the teleportarium to its very foundations, and several laminators wink out lights. The chanting of the tech adepts is replaced by panicked binaric chatter and followed by a subsonic boom. The teleportarium activates. Oh my god, there's more things. You brace yourself as the ancient mechanism prepares to hurl you from one discrete physical point in space to another via a precisely focused Geller field. Okay, you know, this is nice and all, but you could have literally just said we were teleported to the ship. Like, boom, we are there. That is what happened one by one. In quick succession, your battle brothers blink out of existence in a beam of searing white light. Taking a deep breath of suit-recycled air, you close your eyes and wait for the teleport to transport you to the Hulk. See, they literally could have just said that one sentence. Right there. There is a second juddering crash, and you are forced to take a stumbling step to stop yourself from falling. Even your massive heavy suit of Terminator armor. Interesting. You open your eyes. You are still aboard the Shield of Dorn. The whine of the Gellerfield generators rises and falls as bursts of eldritch energy crackle across the array above you. What's going on? You start to say before Brother Clavis silences you with an upraised hand. Brother Nabor, remain where you are. The Terminator's voice comes to you through your helmet comm. Yet another crash rocks the teleportarium chamber, dislodging centuries of dust from the curved metal ribs of the craft's hull, forming obscuring clouds all around you. Something is clearly wrong, but what? Get clear of the ancient teleportation drive. Let's stay where the brother told us to stay. Oh my god, there's so much reading. Obeying Brother Clavis's command, you wade as unfathomable forces ripple and distort the air around you. Gradually, the epileptic bursts of energy fade from brilliant white to a much calmer blue. Gellerfield stabilizing, announces a sweating tech adept from his place at the control lectern. These words are phenomenal. Finally, the collapsing energy field dissipates altogether, leaving behind nothing but the stink of ozone in the air and an uneasy feeling in the pit of your stomach. Unease, yes, but not fear, for the Adeptus Astartes are untroubled by such pathetic emotions. Gellerfield stabilized, confirms the tech adept. By the grace of the Omnisci, the tech marine says, Brother Clavis, what happened? You begin only to be interrupted by yet another juddering crash. Shipmaster, the tech marine says, speaking to the dust-filled air. Status report. The Shield of Dorn is under attack, comes Shipmaster Trotta's stressed response over the comm. They came out of nowhere. Who did? Clavis demands. Pirates. Xenos scum. Ooh, scum. Yes, sweet scum. The shipmaster's voice echoes around the vaulted metal chamber. Eldar, and the most black-hearted of their inimical kind. So Dark Eldar. It could just say Dark Eldar? A host of other voices come crackling over the comms, sounding like they are echoing to you across space and time. They are the voices of your battle brothers, carrying you to from wherever it is they have transported to aboard the drifting space Hulk. Then suddenly the comm signal from the Hulk cuts out. All available battle brothers, a voice booms through the ship's internal vox system. Prepare to repel boarders. Not you, Brother Nabor. The tech marine intones as the teleportarium is bathed in the rippling glow of tamed lightning once again. Power has been restored and the device is ready to fire. There is barely time to give utterance to your chapter's motto before, with a burst of actinic... I've never heard that. Actinic light. Actinic light? Actinic light. Actinic light? Anyway. And a roar like the death cry of stars. The teleport tears a tunnel through space-time and hurls you through it. The wheels of fate. I don't know what this is. That means I live? That can't be good. Whew. Does that mean I live? Do I live? Am I okay? Your vision blurs. For the briefest nanosecond, it feels as if you are occupying two spaces in time. in places in time and space as untrammeled forces the like of which would kill a lesser being assault your gene-enhanced physiology. The searing light of the teleport abruptly vanishes, and you find yourself in darkness, your eyes and the techno-senses of your tactical dreadnought armor taking precious seconds to compensate. Suddenly, your senses are assaulted by the clatter of shitting on metal deck plates, and a sibilant hissing as bone white and entrails purple shapes emerge from the murk, the HUD of your suit revealing them in infrared as hot yellow blurs running towards you. Years of training and psycho-conditioning that long ago became instinct allow you to react without the need to resort to conscious thought. But which weapon will you use to defend yourself against the sudden slavering attack? God. Okay. Lash out with my power fist in my left hand. Let's do that. Whoopoosh. Your power fist connects with something hard and bony. You grab hold and feel whatever it is you have captured writhing and kicking to free itself as you hold it at arm's length. You close the huge servo-assisted fingers of the augmented hand and hear bones snap as you crush the neck of the gene stealer you have in your clutches. As you drop the twitching carcass, the rest of the brood launch themselves at you. Each of the creatures is roughly human-sized, but possessed of 6 cruelly clawed limbs, incredible speed, strength, and durability. You are facing off against 2 gene stealers. Okay, cool, so I actually get to show combat. I didn't think I was going to get to. Oh my god, I'm so tired now. Shoot him. Yeah, this is combat. You can focus, you can shoot, you can advance, you can change targets. So we're just going to shoot this guy. Alright, we killed the first gene stealer. Move over to the second. Fire. Oh, he hit us, but he missed. We're going to fire again. And we killed him. Phenomenal. So, this is Legacy of Dorn, Herald of Oblivion. You see it for yourselves, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. If this is a game you're interested in, feel free to go play it. Honestly, I'm probably going to do more videos of this because I am having a fucking blast sitting here narrating it, whether it's good or not. It's fun. You should try it. Try it at home. Like when you just play in this game, just sit here and say it out loud to yourself. Be like, your power fist connects with something hard and bony. You grab hold of whatever it is you have captured writhing and kicking to free itself as you hold it at arm's length. And go with that. Anyway, this has been Commissar Bro, and I'm going to rest my vocal cords. I'll see you next time.